Hi, for this video we will be discussing about square of binomials, and square of binomials is under the special products. So ano ba tong special products na to? Special products is the process of combining factors to form products. So these methods na under ng special products are used to easily multiply a polynomial by a binomial, a trinomial by another polynomial. So one of the special products is what we will be discussing right now, which is the square of binomials. And these are the pattern that we will use in finding the product of the square of binomials. So let's say we will be finding the product of quantity a plus b squared. So it will become like this: a squared plus 2ab plus b raised to the second power. And then, if the given is like this naman, let's say we have quantity a minus b squared, the product will be a squared minus 2ab plus b raised to the second power, or b squared. And these are the steps that we need to follow in finding the product of the square of binomials. First step is we need to square the first term of the binomial. The second is we need to double the product of the terms in the binomial. And then lastly, we need to square the last term of the binomial. Okay? So let us solve some examples. So let us now solve these first three examples, which are square of binomials. So these are the steps that we need to follow to find the product of the following square of binomials. So first step is, sabi dyan, we need to square the first term of the binomial. So sagutan natin to, si quantity x plus 3 squared. So the first term is x, the second term is 3. So the first term, we need to square it. So applying that, we will get x squared. And then sa second step naman, sabi, double the product of the terms of the binomial. And we need to copy the sign of the square of binomial na given mismo. So positive siya, therefore, just leave it as it is, no? Kasi kapag walang sign, automatically positive yun. We need to double the product of the terms. So we need to multiply x and 3, and then we need to multiply it again by 2 kasi we need to double their product. So 2 times 3 times x, and we will get 6x, positive 6x. Okay? And then for our last step, we need to square the last term of the binomial. So yung last term, ibig sabihin yun yung second term, which is, in this case, is 3. So we will square 3. We have 3 squared. And 3 squared, we can still simplify 3 squared. The answer is 9. Right? After applying the steps, combine natin yung nakuha natin. So the first one is your first term. So we have x squared. The second one is the middle term, which is positive 6x. And then the third one is your last term. So the answer for the first example is x squared plus 6x plus 9. So lahat is positive. The second example, we have quantity a plus 5 squared. So again, following the steps, we will be squaring the first term. So in this case, ang first term natin is a, ang last term natin is 5. So a squared yung answer sa unang step. Sa second step, we need to copy the sign of the given square of binomial. So positive yung middle term, and then double the product of the terms. So 2 times 5 times a. Okay, and that will result to 10a, which is positive. Okay, and then the last step, we will be squaring the last term of the binomial, which is, in this case, we have 5 squared, and simplifying 5 squared, we will get 25. Okay? Combining all these terms, we will get a squared positive 10a. So just write plus 10a there. And then positive 25. So plus 25. And that will be your product or answer. And then we have our last example. Applying the first step, square the first term of the binomial. Sa pangatlong example natin, we have two variables sa first term natin, which is x and y. And then yung second term natin is x. So, square down natin si x and y. So, quantity xy squared. Pag sinimplify natin yan, that will result to x squared and y squared. So, in-square natin sila pareho. Next is, copy the sign of the given square of binomial. So, positive. So, just leave it as it is. And then, double the product of the terms of the binomial. So, we need to multiply 2 by xy and x. Sila kasi yung mga terms dun sa binomial. And this will result to 2x times x is x squared. Okay, and then y. This is x squared, 2x squared, and then y. So, double the product of the terms. We have 2x raised to the second power, or x squared y. And then, applying the third step, we need to square the last term of the binomial. So, square natin si x, we will get x squared. Combining these terms, our answer will be x squared y squared, and then plus, positive kasi, plus 2x squared y, then positive din yung last term, plus x squared. This will be now our answer. Basically, pag kinukuha niyo yung product ng square of binomials, the answer will be automatically a trinomial. Kapag hindi trinomial yung nakuha niyo answer, therefore, there is something wrong with how you did the steps. Okay, let us solve some examples pa. Now, let us solve this last three examples. So, we have quantity y minus 4 squared. So, again, applying the steps, we need to square the first term. So, square natin si y. The answer is y squared. And then, we need to double the product of the terms of the binomial. So, we need to multiply 2 by mauna pala si, or kahit na magkapalit, interchangeable naman sila. So, 2 multiply natin kay negative 4. Always remember na kasama yung sign. Okay? So, negative 4 is the last term, diba? So, multiply natin si 2 kay negative 4 as well as y. So, it will result to 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, and then times y, so we have negative 8 y. Kaya, negative yung middle term. Okay? And then, we need to square the last term of the binomial. Yung last term natin is negative 4. So, negative 4 squared, it will result to positive 16. Kasi negative times negative is positive. Now na meron na tayong product for each step, combine them. So, we have the first term is y squared. The second term is negative 8y. And then the last term is positive 16. And this will be the answer for example number 4. Pang-apat na to, diba? Then next, we have quantity 3a minus b squared. So, ang first term natin is 3a. Ang second term natin is negative b. So, don't forget yung sign. Okay? So, again, we need to square the first term of the binomial. So, 3a, quantity 3a squared. Pag sinimplify natin siya, it will become 3 squared a squared. And we can still simplify 3 squared. So it will result to 3 times 3 is 9. So we have 9a squared. So yun yung sagot sa unang step. We have 9a squared. The second step, we need to double the product of the terms. So we have 2 times natin kay 3a and a negative b. And it will result to 2 times 3 times negative 1. So, kung napapansin nyo, walang numerical coefficient C, negative B. But, that is negative 1 actually. Hindi lang nilagay yung 1 doon. That is invisible. So, we have, multiply natin yung mga coefficients kay 2. So, we have 2 times 3 is 6 times negative 1. We have negative 6. And then, copy natin yung variable. So, we have A, B. So, this is the product, negative 6a, b. And then, the third step, we will be squaring the last term of the binomial. So, yung last term natin is negative b. Square natin siya. The answer here is b squared, positive. So, basically, parang negative times negative. Magiging lang siyang positive. Okay? And then, combining these products, we now have 9a to the second power minus 6ab plus b squared. Again, trinomials yung product na makukuha nyo sa square of binomials. And then we have our last example. Yung first term is a, yung second term or last term is negative b to the third power. So we have, our first step is to square the first term of the binomial. So we have a squared. And then second step is double the product of the terms of the binomial. So we will be multiplying 2 by a and by negative b to the third power. And this will result to 2 times 1, that is 2 times negative 1, that will result to negative 2. And then, copy natin yung variables. 2, negative 2, b to the third power. And then, for the last step, we will be squaring the last term of the binomial. So, yung last term ng binomial, we have negative b to the third power, i-square pa natin siya. So, applying the laws of exponent, no? We now have negative b to the third squared. We now have b raised to 3 times 2. The answer is b raised to the 6th power. Okay? And then combining all of this, we now have first term natin is a to the second power. Second term natin is negative. So just write minus 2ab to the third. Last term natin is positive. So plus b to the 6th power. And this will be our answer for example number 6. Pang 6 na to, diba? So we have a raised to the second power minus 2a, b to the third plus b to the 6th power. So that's it. That is all about, or that is how you find the product of square of binomials.